The wind wafting to pastures beyond their home.
Two greedy fishies struggling to swim. They ate so much that they're starting to groan.
Animal crystal fly draped in gold robes, a bright little light from that glazed lantern glows.
Benches pinch the rice and scoot while the boars of the forest anxiously root.
Welcome one and all to this festival of poetry, jointly organized by Lua and Mondstadt.
Or, in full, the neighboring nation's congenial poetry gala. We're your hosts, Liyue's verse-monger of the darkest alleys, Hutao.
And Mondstadt's liquor-loving lyricist, Venti the Bard. The purpose of this event is to promote friendly poetic exchanges between our two nations. So please, have fun, talk to other people, and make some new friends.
If you're here, you're our guest, so please enjoy this poetry fest.
I'd also like to reassure everyone that this event welcomes people of all skill levels, from first-time rhymers to seasoned songwriters. If you ask me, the most important thing you can bring to writing poetry is authenticity. That means reaching deep down to all the thoughts and feelings you usually hide away or struggle to express, and putting them into words, just right from the heart in whatever form you like.
To help everyone really cut loose and enjoy themselves to the fullest, Venti and I have carefully prepared 3 themes to be revealed over the course of 3 days. Let's get right to it. The first theme is Riddle Me This.
Solving riddles, huh? Interesting. It's actually a pretty good choice for a warm-up activity.
Whew. I'm glad they're not making us write sonnets or something right at the start.
Does everyone see the lanterns hanging around the venue? These have been specially prepared for the riddle game. Simply write down your riddle and hang it on a lantern. Then Venti and I will select a few to pose to the crowd, and you will try to solve them. We'll now give you some time to write down and hang up your riddles. Feel free to walk around and talk with the other contestants to get the creative juices flowing. And remember, whoever guesses the most riddles correctly will get a prize.
And with that, the neighboring nation's congenial poetry gala has officially begun.
Let's see what's on this lantern. A tender sigh for home, how far the flowers roam. A visitor asks me why, for a dream beyond the sky. Okay, someone from Liyue definitely wrote this one.
I just read that one too. Liyue's poems seem pretty difficult to grasp.
Dreams? Sky? Is it talking about some kind of bird?
So it means something like, this thing's really far from home. It's in a vast area, and it's flying really high.
Oh, you're amazing, Paimon. Oh, it looks like I still have a lot of learning to do.
It's nothing really. Once you've spent enough time in Liyue, you just sort of pick up on these things.
Oh, I know exactly what you mean. Back when I was out with the Grandmaster on the expedition, I started picking up some local customs without even realizing it.
But back to the riddle. We still haven't actually solved it. What could it be talking about?
Something that flies high and far. Oh, that makes me think of dandelions.
Oh, that makes sense. And Mondstadters believe that dandelions can carry your feelings on the wind.
But maybe we're missing something? It can't be that easy. After all, it's a riddle from Liyue. What would their equivalent of the dandelion be? If there even is one. What do you think, Traveler?
Great! Then we'll have one answer ready to go when the game begins.
Right, just like Venti said. As long as the interpretation makes sense and reflects our perception of the poem, then perhaps there are no wrong answers.
Well, no matter what the real answer is, the guessing's all a part of the fun. Let's go look at the next one.
Oh yes, I want to see if there's any Mondstadt-style riddles.
this handwriting is just awful. I have 4 corners like a square pancake, but I'm stuffed and seasoned and carefully baked. I pass through the lips 1 piece at a time. The more you consume, the broader your mind. Oh, wow, Paimon's drooling from that one. Is there really a food that can make you smarter? Paimon's gotta try that.
Oh, Paimon. You have to look past the surface level meaning with riddles, or you'll fail to plumb their depths.
Huh? So have you got any ideas, Shinjo?
Well,
Singcho just hung that riddle up a moment ago.
Oh, so this is Shincho's riddle! You know, Paimon was expecting you to write something a little more elegant.
this festival is about building friendship and mutual understanding. With so many friends from Mondstadt present, I thought I'd try writing something more accessible and less flowery, so that more people could enjoy it.
Hey, not bad! So, buddy, does that mean you can tell your old pal Paimon the answer on the sly, or...?
Not a chance. You'll have to wait for the answer to be revealed, just like everyone else.
Ha! Meanie!
If that's how you feel, why don't you try and stump me with a riddle of your own?
Maybe Paimon will! We'll see who stumps who! Traveler, you'll help Paimon come up with a riddle, right? Ha! At least you're nice to Paimon!
Then I look forward to seeing the fruits of your literary labors.
Ha! Prepare to get stumped! Even though Paimon said she'd write a riddle, Paimon really doesn't have any clue how. Let's start by reading a few more of other people's for inspiration. On 4 long legs, my slim body sits. I eat not a bite and drink not a sip. With a passionless face, I greet countless guests, whom I carry all day without needing to rest. Is this talking about some kind of animal? It's a chair. Huh? Diona, how did you guess it so quickly? Wait, were you the one who wrote it? No, of course I didn't write it. The answer just popped into my head. I'm always telling the cats in the tavern that the chairs get tired from working all the time, so they shouldn't use them to sharpen their claws. Oh, okay. So a riddle needs to have a bait and switch. Are you trying to write one? Yep, and thanks to you, Paimon's just thought of one. Maybe I should try to come up with one too. All right, Paimon's riddle is now hanging up. Diona, do you want to know the answer? Nah, no need. I don't really care about winning a prize. Oh, okay then. Well, looks like it's time to carry on with the event. We should regroup with the others. Sure, have fun.
Hey, looks like everyone's about done mingling and riddling. Gather round and look this way. Venti and I have selected several riddles from everyone's contributions, and we added a few of our own to the mix for good measure. Shortly, we'll randomly select a few to read aloud. If your riddle gets selected, remember that you have to announce the correct answer at the end. Anyone who guesses correctly gets 1 point, and if nobody guesses correctly, the writer of the riddle gets a point. Sounds fair to me.
Of course, when the riddler reveals the right response, it only counts if everyone agrees that it's not too far-fetched.
That's right. Now, if there are no more questions, it's time to reveal the first riddle.
Hopefully they'll draw at least some that I can get. Oh no, does only the first person to solve it get the points? Ugh, that means I have to be first to raise my hand.
Please choose Paimon's riddle. Please choose Paimon's riddle.
Riddle number 1. Let me see here. Ugh. This riddle is, unique, especially the handwriting. I have four corners, like a square pancake, but I'm stuffed and seasoned and carefully baked. Baked. I pass through the lips, one piece at a time. The more you consume, the broader your mind.
They drew Shinchos!
Better answer as quickly as you can. You don't want someone else beating you to it.
You brat! It's, pizza! The answer is pizza!
Even without the author coming forward, I can confidently declare this answer wrong. I mean, how does eating pizza broaden your mind? And while I'm no expert in exotic dishes, if I'm not mistaken, pizza is round, is it not? Like mora meat?
But eating pizza makes you happy, and being happy makes it easier to face problems that need solving, so... Okay, Paimon admits she may have jumped the gun on this one.
Maybe it's some other kind of food. No. Riddles are never that simple, and it needs to be something that makes people more intelligent.
If Paimon had known it was gonna be this tough, she'd have read more books in her time. What is it? Have you got it? Huh? Oh, gotcha! Bucks! The answer is bucks!
That was quicker than I expected. I was quite proud of that one.
Oh, it appears the riddle writer has announced the answer. Okay, 1 point to Paimon.
Huh? So the answer was books? Oh, how did I not get that? Come on, Mika. Concentrate.
We're awesome at this! Oh, what Paimon meant to say was that you're awesome at this. Thanks for the point, Traveler.
On to riddle number 2.
I gotta get in there first this time.
High above the wispy clouds, amidst the gloomy snow-filled shroud, standing alone on an icy stage, beneath it every lowly sage. Looks like a poem from Liyue.
Oh, it's...
I got it!
Looks like those two have some ideas. Could it be some kind of plant that lives in cold, high places?
Mika, please go ahead. As a full Knight of Favonius, you represent all of us from Mondstadt here.
No, how could I? It was you who thought of it first. You should be the one to guess.
My answer isn't necessarily correct. Besides, it's first come, first served, and you beat me to it.
No, I didn't. You were just before me.
How gracious and considerate our fellow competitors are towards each other. A wonderful sight to see. How about both of you say your answer at the same time? If you're both right, you'll each get a point.
Oops, I didn't realize we'd made such a scene.
Oh, crud. I guess we dragged that out a bit. So, Noelle, what do you say?
Yes, let's. Our answer is...
Cecilia!
Oh, that certainly sounds like a good candidate for the correct answer. A flower that blooms on the highest peaks and known for its exquisite beauty. The Cecilia is held by many Mondstadters to be the true wind bloom. Although, since the writer hasn't yet come forward to announce the answer, this probably wasn't the answer they were looking for. Sorry. Any other answers?
Ah, I can't believe I was wrong. Maybe it's a plant from Liyue.
Is the answer Genshin? The poem does evoke a strong sense of quiet, proud solitude in a high place.
Correct. I wrote this one. Genshin is the right answer.
No! Shinjo got it before Paimon could.
However, after listening to the host's description, I do remember reading about Cecilia flowers in a book once. They definitely fit the description of a pure flower standing proudly and alone on high. So, I'd like to approve the answer from our two friends from Mondstadt as well.
Really? Oh, thank you so much!
Well, since even the Riddler themselves agrees, all 3 contestants earn a point each.
Darn it! Shinjo's caught up to Paimon already! Yeah, you're probably right.
Moving now to our third riddle. Huh? Why is the handwriting so floaty? What's got no wings but flies in the air, never gets tired of floating up there. So full of mora it comes out the nose, but in the sea, glug glug glug, down it goes.
That's Paimon's! They picked Paimon's riddle! Yay! What is it? Why isn't anyone guessing? Is Paimon's riddle too hard?
That's not quite it. More like, it's so ludicrously simple that we just cannot believe it.
What? No way! Well, go on then. Tell us the answer if you're so sure.
The answer is Paimon.
What?
It's Paimon.
I was actually gonna say Paimon too.
Me too.
No! You're all completely wrong! How the heck did you all think the answer was Paimon?
Paimon, do you have wings behind your back?
No.
You're always floating, but you never seem to get tired of it.
And Paimon has a very healthy appetite, which must cost the traveler a lot of mora and meal expenses.
I've heard from the senior knights that the traveler rescued Paimon by fishing her out of the sea. So, that means Paimon can't swim. So if she fell in the sea, then...
Glug, glug, glug. Wait. Now Paimon's doubting herself. What was the answer again? No! You're all wrong. The answer to Paimon's riddle is obviously the Jade Chamber! You know, the Jade Chamber that's always flying up there in the sky?
Is that so? I still maintain that the riddle actually describes Paimon more accurately. In fact, if we just added 2 more lines to the poem, it would be the perfect riddle.
Huh? What do you want to add?
The traveler's companion and talkative guide, a praiseworthy presence always by their side.
Aw, do you mean it? Can we really add that part? You think so too? Okay, then Paimon would like to announce that the correct answer to the riddle is the widely adored Paimon!
Great! And with that, the widely adored Paimon has gifted a point each to everyone who answered just now.
Guessing riddles is a lot of fun. And even though Paimon didn't manage to beat Shinjo, Paimon still feels like she got a little smarter. Oh, didn't Changyu mention he was investigating something before? Let's go ask him about it.